lives in forgiveness.
Ooh. I don't know about that. Man, I'm not.
Oh, you listen.
Yeah, I'm not like.
You're not ready, brother.
I'm not like. You do me wrong.
No.
You cross the line, like I cut ties. Like
the devil wins. Quick. The devil wins.
So you saying the devil wins because someone did me wrong, and I cut ties with that person, act like I never met that person.
Yeah.
So I gotta be the bigger person.
Because he changed you.
Oh, okay.
So he's your master because he controls your emotions. He's not your enemy. He's your master.
The child within is still suffering from all the hurt and pain we trapped in the back of our subconscious. When we refuse to have self-acknowledgement, knowing what is eating us alive, and when we do not understand, taking ownership starts the process of healing. And when we think forgiving means forgetting, accepting what happened, or learning to live with the guilt of our actions, the little you will remain trapped in your subconscious, along with the feelings and memories that destroys or urges and wanting to become the better version of self. You are welcome to another chapter into Dangerous Conversations. We talk about what most deal with in silence. And I am the host, Tony Yvette. And today's chapter is about the importance of forgiving. I think we could all agree forgiving is very difficult. To forgive someone is very difficult. How difficult can it be to forgive ourselves? You see, we all have birthdays and we grow strong and tall. But in reality, that is only physically. Mentally, we are still that same little person. The same little person that was trapped and stuck in time by our traumatic experiences. Unable to achieve our higher level of mental development, the state of consciousness that allow us to obtain the highest knowledge of self. Forgiving yourself, what it does, it frees the little us that's still inside, enabling wings for them to fly. We then mentally match our physical growth, becoming mentally mature and stable, achieving whatever our minds can conceive, preparing and transitioning and becoming the better versions of ourselves, living more in creation mode, slowly coming out of survival mode. In the second chapter to Dangerous Conversations, I talked about taking ownership, and that video will be posted at the end of this video. I talked about how the mind, our cell membrane, and a computer chip have the same functions of receiving and sending information. Whatever we put in, that which will come out. Creation also shows us the same process, of which I call being reborn. Just look around. Let's start with the sun. Like the sun, every morning it wakes up. It rises slowly across the sky with its rays of orange letting us know the morning has arrived. By midday, it reaches its highest point in the middle of the sky. By evening, it slowly descends, leaving a sight of fire and beauty, its reflection bouncing off of the clouds in anticipation for a new tomorrow, a new day for renewal, and to rejuvenate the cycle that sustains life. The ancients, our ancients, understood this process and paid homage to it by dedicating temples in the alignment of the sun and that of man, creating the phrase, as so above, so below. Unfortunately, today, most of us haven't let go of the past. And because of that, the little us stays inside, dimming the light within, continuously crying out for healing and comfort because of all the brokenness from the past. So when we wake up in the morning, we are not fully woke. By midday, we have not even begun to touch the surface of reaching our higher point. We are drained and exhausted. By evening, there is no reflection from the light within. Dullness and fatigue has caught up to us, not wanting tomorrow to come, not wanting to repeat the cycle of life. We become stagnant, unable to move forward because of the extra weight, the little us that we are carrying around, the weight of not letting go, the weight of not achieving to our full potential, and the weight of denying ourselves the ability to live free mentally, spiritually, and physically, repeating the cycle of life. But it all starts with the thought. It starts with the mind. Since I changed the way I think, I now see the connection between the thought and creation. In the beginning, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The thought produced the actions. When we decide to forgive, what we are really doing is taking action. Taking the action and forgiving has nothing to do with being healed from it, and you have happily moved on from it. Forgiving has to do with acknowledging you were in no position to stop what had happened to you. Forgiving allows you to realize how the level of your actions caused pain and disappointment unto someone else. Forgiving jumpstarts the thoughts and wanting to live free from bondage, invoking the healing process, and wanting to live to see your light shine. Your thoughts becomes the action in healing oneself by focusing on the inner body, the inner you, your energy field, because healing is the transfer of energy through the healer to the recipient. Well, who is the recipient? The recipient is you, the person that stood still after a traumatic experience, the person that still after hurting someone else, the one that still lives inside you. Okay, well, then who is the healer? God. Who's that? The healer is you, the one trying to break free and grow up from you, the only one that can heal you. It's you. We are powerful beyond our understanding. Dangerous Conversations wants us to understand how powerful we are, taking the journey to walking into our powerness. I found out that forgiving yourself is quite the same as a baptism. During a baptism, you are in all white to show purity, cleanliness, and the willingness to let go. Then you are lowered into water, representing the washing of all sins and all of the hurt and pain of the past. Then you are raised up from the water, slate white clean, to start a new you, moving forward in accordance to the will, law, and order of the Christ. When you forgive yourself, you become the healer. You are the healer. You are responsible for grounding yourself to rise anew. You represent the water of purity. You foster the washing of your sins, hurt, and pain, and you raise yourself up with a clean slate, keeping only the lessons in order to let your light shine, to begin anew in accordance with the will, law, and order of nature. You are now divine, a child of the sun. When you forgive yourself, you have to go deep down inside, and you have to say to the little you that still lives there, it's okay. I know. I understand. It has been a long time, but I am strong now, and I am able to help us now. I am here to set us free because we deserved none of what happened. I am here to set us free because I acknowledge how we transfer hurt and pain to someone else. I am here to set us free because taking ownership of all that happened, because I now overstand. The lessons learned were our lessons to learn, and those lessons will be our shield for future protection. I am tired of holding on to the painful memories. I am tired of suffering. I want us to find closure in order to break down the invisible walls that we have put up. I am here to set us free because I want us to reach the height of our enlightenment. I am here to set us free because I love you so much that I now release you. Release you to fly and fly high. And if you ever turn around, I will be right behind you. If you are willing to forgive yourself, you start the process of letting go of all the weight that is holding you down and keeping you still. You take control of the experience by using it for you, then against you. You grow from it by being wise to it. Acknowledging self, taking ownership in self, and forgiving yourself is the greatest gift you can give to humanity, to yourself. When we overstand thought, was always in the beginning, then thought can physically change the future. If we tell ourselves we can, we will. If we are tired of living in survival mode, we transfer to creation mode. If we choose to love, hate disappears. I am, I can, and I will. Don't let your experience dim your light. Use it to brighten it, becoming the master of your fate, the master of self, and the captain of your soul. If you put that in the hands of someone else that is outside of you, you will always fall short. When you are free, God shines within you, and through you, we see God. Let go, be calm, stay focused, and remain curious. Always remembering that there's only one love, one universe, and one consciousness. Let's start the journey together. See you on the other side.